Welcome back, guys. Now today we're going to be taking out the legendary F-14 Tom Dog, but before we get into that, make sure to become the Rio of the subscribe button and proceed to turn off the radar. Anyway, now the F-14 Tomcat is a pretty decent jet. It keeps its energy exceedingly well and goes faster than any other jet on the deck. Now its best tactic is going to be going for the rate fight. This thing can rate fight in the dev server currently at Mach 1, which is a little ridiculous. It also carries the AIM-9H, which is an upgraded AIM-9G, and they're pretty decent if people don't expect them. So I think in RB they'll be decent, but in Sim they'll be amazing since they have such a long range. Now the F-14 is also a very good fighter for BVR. This does carry the Phoenixes and the AIM-7Fs, but for this match we'll particularly use the AIM-9H. Now in the Viggen was my favorite jet for a long time because its best tactic is maneuverability. This thing has a good engine coupled with maneuverability, so you're able to outmaneuver anything really and still keep your speed relatively well. And this also carries the AIM-9Js, which is what they will be using in this dogfight. But before we get into that, make sure to go down in the comments down below and tell me what dogfight you guys would like to see in the future. Also, if you guys would like to join these dogfights, make sure to go in the Discord down below and join that, and we will ping you when we need pilots for these fights. Anyway, let's get into the dogfight. So we're going to go for the merge. We're going to be fighting a Viggen. We're going to see how well things go. So we're going to push our wings fully forward here and see what we could do. Now, I was doing little tests yesterday, and the flight model is a little broken right now because you can rate fight at Mach 1, which shouldn't be possible. So that's a little broken. But in terms of a slow turn fight, the Viggen should be able to win because it has more AOA. So we're going to try not to get there. We'll try to keep it into a, going for the 2 circles here, which I don't like because 30 millimeters are very dangerous. Oh, here comes the reversal. Faster, we're going 500 knots, and we'll slow down here. We're going to try to keep going up and bleed him as much as possible because he is in a delta wing, and we do have better climb rate. Even though he does have the canards, which should help him a little bit. We should have more lift in him. See how this goes. Now we're at 200 knots, so now I'm going to start using the landing flaps. And see, right now we're not in a good situation. At least ideally, you don't want to be maneuvering like this. But we are able to get shots off, so we use our flaps. The nose down. Right now this is kind of good. I'll heat up a missile just in case. Maybe we could lose weight. Alright. Box 2. Tracking. Splash. Okay, so that one we had to lead a lot, but it actually managed to pull. And, you know, I'm not too fond of the AIM-9P, so, yeah, GG. I didn't think that was actually going to hit. I thought we were just going to lose weight there. Okay, so it's a little cloudy. We're going to try to pull into a circle as fast as possible. We'll see how this goes, because, you know, got to test this aircraft to its full potential. Oh no. Maybe not that way. How many knots are we going? We're going 300, so soon we can pull out the flaps here. See, we're gonna go into a head-on here. Oh, we can't shoot. Crap. Now we can shoot. So here, I think he's pretty slow. I think we got him extremely slow, which could be dangerous for us. We don't play our cards right. Heavy shot rounds. That thing doesn't get a lead indicator, and it just starts with stealth rounds, so you kind of have to guess with the shots on it, which is unfortunate. Gaijin should really just give jets lead indicators by now. At least in Sim. Maybe not in RB, because, you know, it's like technically hacking. But I guess modern jets are hacking, right? So we'll see what we can do here. Looks like we got him pretty slow. But let's see if we can get him slower. We're going 500 knots. My guess is he's going 300 to 200. Because he just pulled a vertical there. Yeah, okay. So we're going to dive on him here. Hopefully not black out. Try to stay behind him. Box 2. Bam. Right there. So, yeah, if you're going to go for the, with the current model, if you're going to go for a slow fight or not a slow fight, but a very tight fight, you're not going to extend and you're going to keep turning and all that, just make sure you try to stay above your targets, because if you get below them with the Viggen, you're both going to be slow. And if you're both slow, I'm giving my money to the Viggen. So, yeah, try to stay above your targets if you're trying to maneuver into them. If you know you can't get the nose on first, try to stay above them with the F-14. At least with the current dev server model, I'm sure this will change in the future. Full pull here. Okay, so going for the 2 circle here. This is not really good for the F-14 in the merge, but as long as we try to stay above him, we should be okay. See, he might have a solution here, so might have to dump some countermeasures here. We're going 500 knots. I think he's bled a lot of speed, but we'll see. Okay, that's tracking. Okay, that one missed. Keep it up here. We're going to try to stay high as possible because this thing has a really good climb rate. And with Delta Wings, you really want to energy trap them as hard as possible, because if you're low, like on the deck or something, and you're both going slow, Delta Wing's always going to win. It's just a rule of thumb. So, unless you go for a rate fight, but you'd have to be in a good situation. Rule Fox 2, if he's on your 6, then you're in a pretty bad situation. Here he's trying to get us low. He's gonna reverse that. Yeah, he's reversing the turn. We're gonna go back up. And we're gonna start turning. Now, for these dogfights, you probably should be switching the wings back and forth, but the best results I've had, at least in a dogfight, is just having the wings like this. Not even touching them, just keep the wings like this. Your jet will always outperform them. And I'm not sure how that's going to be in the live server, but we'll see with see when they add this thing to the live server. So here he's kind of on my level playing field. We're gonna wings like that. Need to get a little higher. We're going 600 knots though, so pretty good. We could just turn this into a rate fight, but if I close this turn, he's gonna have a solution, which would be very bad for me. Okay, so we're rate fighting at Mach 1. This is what I was saying, how broke this jet is. It can rate fight at Mach 1. So with all this speed, we can start gaining altitude. And we can start pulling harder. And look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this guy is pulling full AOA, or he's trying at least. Okay, right now we're getting way too slow. Dive a little. Flaps. Turn into that circle. Might get nose on here. Okay, I'm gonna pull the flaps in. Oh no, it's not good. Damping. I'm gonna dive. Get 30mm shots. Watch Fox 2s, there's one. I'm going to bring this a little lower so he has less geometry to work with. Alright, so we're going Mach 1. We're going to try go for the rate fight again. And this is when with the wings forward. So We're going Mach. I'm gonna start pulling hard. Gonna get above his nose. Okay. I think he's low on fuel right now. He's gotta be. Where are we at? We're at 13 minutes. The Viggen burns more, so we'll see what happens here. They just dump a bunch of countermeasures. Yeah, I think he might be out of fuel. Maybe. Or at least close to it. I don't see no burner, so... Yeah, I think he's out of fuel. There we go. So, yeah, you could just hold a rate fight like that, or just hold a turn until your opponent runs out of fuel, I guess. I think that's the first time that's happened. Well, that's going to be it for today. The F-14 has so far not seen anything that could challenge it, at least in a 1v1. Now, if the F-14 was carrying Phoenixes, I'm sure the fight would have went a little different. So that is something to note. When you're carrying Phoenixes, make sure to launch those things off before you get into a dogfight because you're likely to lose it. But other than that, don't forget to become the Rio of the subscribe button and proceed to turn off the radar for the entire flight and reset his INS. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to join the Discord down below if you guys would like to feature in one of these dogfights. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and take care.